Hello friends, once again welcome to the new session of Hospital and Clinical Pharmacy Practical. Myself is Malvi Rajendra Bhavsar, M.Pharm in Pharmaceutics. So today we are going to deal with the new practical of Hospital and Clinical Pharmacy. So let's start with the experiment number 5. And the aim is, today's aim, to find out suitability of sodium chloride for the preparation of transfusion fluid by using flame photometry. We are going to find out the suitability of sodium chloride, and the method which we are going to use for this practical is flame photometry. So learning objectives. First, we'll develop the intellectual skill by understanding the concept of flame photometer and able to interpret the result. The task which will develop in the student is ability to set the instrument for zero and full scale deflection, and ability to note the correct reading at the deflection. Now, prior concept, first we'll see additives. So they are the solutes of high purity. These solutes must be sterile and pyrogen free. Their purpose is to produce safe and uneven product. Various additives such as antimicrobial agents, antioxidant, buffer, chelating agents and tonicity adjusting agents are included in the injection formulation. Now, drug substance. After considering water for injection, solute, the drug substance added to the transfusion fluid are the next important raw material. Yes, after water for injection, the important raw material which we are going to use in the preparation of infusions are drug substance. So for example, first examples of carbohydrate, drug substance used are dextrose, sucrose, dextrans, etc. Polyols, examples glycerol, sorbitol and mannitol. Amino acid, lipid emulsion which contain vegetable or semi-synthetic oil, and electrolytes such as sodium chloride, potassium chloride and calcium chloride. These raw materials should be highly pure. According to IP 1996, and recommends a special test for above raw materials when they are intended to use for the preparation of intravenous infusions. Example: as per IP 96, dextrose intended for the use in manufacturing of injectable preparation should be comply with the additional requirement, that is, the test for raw material. Sodium chloride intended for use in the manufacturing injectable preparation should comply with the additional requirement, that is potassium not more than 0.1%. And potassium chloride intended for the use in manufacturing injectable preparation should comply with the additional requirement, that is sodium not more than 0.1%. Now, apparatus which will require for this practical are first glassware, that is flame photometer, volumetric flask, pipette, beakers, measuring cylinder. The chemical used will be sodium chloride, potassium chloride and purified water. Now, this is a schematic diagram of flame photometer. Flame photometer includes burner, this is flame, this is mixing chamber, this is drainage, this is air inlet, this is gas, this is sample solution which will be kept here, lens, detector, amplifier and grout. So from the sample solution, we are going to take different concentrations which will go to the mixing chamber and it will produce the flame, and that flame reading we are going to record through lens, detector, amplifier and redout device. Now, flame photometry. Flame photometry is called as flame emission spectroscopy. If the solution containing a metallic salt is aspirated into flame, a vapor which contains atom of which metal may be formed, some of these gaseous metal atoms may be raised to the energy level which is sufficiently high to permit the emission of a radiation characteristic of that metal. Sodium chloride intended for use in the manufacturing of injectable preparation should comply the limit test for the potassium as an additional requirement. The maximum limit of potassium given by IP 96 is 0.1%. determined by flame photometry using 1% weight by volume solution of sodium chloride and measuring at 768 nanometer. Flame photometry is based on the measurement of intensity of spectral lines emitted by the elements like potassium, sodium, calcium and lithium. The sample containing this element is dissolved in distilled water and subjected to the excitation in a flame appropriate temperature and composition. Procedure. First, we are going to prepare the standard. So, preparation of standard potassium solution. Dissolve 1.1440 gram of potassium chloride previously dried to constant weight at 130 degrees Celsius in sufficient fresh distilled water to produce 1000 ml. This solution will contain 600 micrograms of potassium in 1 ml, and this is a stock standard solution. For sample, you have to dissolve 1 gram of sodium chloride in fresh distilled water to produce 100 ml. Then this is the dilution table. So this is solution number A, B, C, D, E, and amount of stock solution in ml with dilution with the distilled water to make it in ml. So 15 ml stock in 100 ml and microgram in 1 ml will be 90. So similarly, we are going to prepare dilutions, different types of 5 dilutions, okay, using the stock solution and dilution with distilled water according to this dilution table. Then the procedure we are going to start with, first we have to set the flame photometer by adjusting entry of gas and air. Then allow the flame to stabilize for about 5 minutes. Keep all the solution ready, sample solution working standard solution for the use as per IP procedure. Switch the instrument on, open the lids of the filter chamber, insert appropriate filters for the test through the opening and close lid. Spray distilled water into the flame and adjust the galvanometer reading to 0. Spray the most concentrated working standard solution into flame and adjust the sensitivity so that full scale deflection of galvanometer is recorded. Again, spray distilled water into the flame for washing when galvanometer reading is constant. Readjust it to the 0. Now, spray each working standard solution into the flame 3 times and record steady galvanometer reading. Wash the apparatus thoroughly with the distilled water after each spray. Now spray the sample solution into the flame for 3 times and record galvanometer reading. Wash the apparatus with distilled water after each spray. Calculate the mean galvanometer reading and plot the graph of concentration against galvanometer reading. Then find out the concentration of potassium in the sample using graph. This concentration of potassium in microgram per ml, so calculate for 100 ml. Now, to confirm the concentration obtained from graph, repeat the operation with a standard solution of the same concentration as that of solution being examined. Then, this is how we are going to prepare the observation table for solution. Then we are going to take concentration in microgram and galvanometer reading after the 3 spray. Okay, spray 1, spray 2 and spray 3, and this will be the mean galvanometer reading. Now calculations. Here we are going to plot the graph of concentration in microgram against galvanometer reading. So concentration will be on your x-axis, galvanometer reading on y-axis. Here GS stands for galvanometer reading of sample and CS is concentration of sample, it is in microgram. Then result. In result, it should not be concentration should not be more than 0.1%. Then and then only we can say that sodium chloride is suitable for the preparation of intravenous infusion. Thank you friends. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you very much.